Welcome to Vicksburg, Michigan. It has cool places like Apple Knockers. Vickers is another restaurant in Vicksburg. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Doug Wanders the Midwest. And today we start off our series for the best burgers in Michigan. And today we're in Vicksburg, Michigan to test out that who's got the best burger in the mitten. All right, guys. So we are in a little town just south of Kalamazoo, Michigan, looking for the best burgers in Michigan. And we are heading to a place called Village Hideaway. It's supposed to have amazing burgers. Looked at the menu, I'm excited about it. And it was also suggested by multiple people on threads and different locations. So we're excited to check it out and see, hey, does it top up with the best burgers in the state of Michigan? South of Kalamazoo, Michigan. So if you're familiar with Kalamazoo, but it's got a really cool little vibe. I love the village of Vicksburg. So guys, there is a ton of suggestions through threads, over 110 I think, saying that they have the best burger in the state of Michigan. So we're gonna check out this one because this was mentioned multiple times in the threads that this is a place that you got to check out for a best burger. So we're going to check it out and let's get to the Village Hideaway. All right, so if you're in Vicksburg, don't forget Windfall Coffee. That's a staple here in Vicksburg. And then also Apple Knockers. Apple Knockers has some amazing ice cream. So you get done with that burger over there at the Village Hideaway, come on over here. But obviously it's closed for the season. This is more of a spring/summer. I'm not sure when they're coming back, but they will be back in the spring. All right, guys, here is Vicksburg, Michigan. We're at the kind of crosshairs. Over there is where the hideaway is, the Village Hideaway, where I'm actually having the burger. Just kind of give you the crosshairs in the main town. Don't blink, you'll miss it. But it's awesome, awesome town, awesome community. All right, so this is the Village Hideaway right here. Burgers, grinders, burritos, pizza, and chicken. It's a cool little sign out here. Cool little entryway. So this is the outside. You can see the rest of the little town. Everybody's got a Dollar General in a small town, isn't it? All right, well, let's get in there and try it out. All right, guys, so the Village Hideaway menu. If you can look, you have plenty of things to order from. They have the salads. Of course, we're here for the burgers. You can choose from kettle chips, French fries, cottage cheese, or coleslaw. I, of course, are gonna end up choosing the French fries. I love crinkle fries, so that's my jam. Obviously, you can choose from any of these burgers. There was a lot of recommendations on there. I chose a skyscraper, but there is actually a burger with peanut butter on it. There's a actual 1 pound burger. That was insanity. I wasn't going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. So I decided to get the half-pound burger and go with a skyscraper, which has mushrooms. I minus the onions out, ketchup, mayonnaise, lettuce, and tomato. Good-looking burger for sure. All right, guys, so here's the other side of the menu. You can see grinders and chicken sandwiches. There is so much to do. Regular sandwiches as well. So you don't have to go with burgers if you come to the Hideaway. You definitely have lots of other options there. They do have some Mexican stuff on there too. Man, there is just a plethora of items that you definitely can choose from when you go to the Hideaway. Is Vicksburg, Michigan, the location of the best burger in Michigan? We're gonna find out. All right, guys, so service, top notch. Gotta love that. it is, guys. Here it is. Give it a twirl. Spin me around. That's a big burger, man. That's half-pound meat right there. All right, guys. So I finally got to a point. Took the toothpick out so I don't stab myself. And now here's the big bite. And as you can tell, man, I was scrambling for a napkin. Looking around for a napkin. So it's not all over my face. But man, that burger was legit fire. Best tasting burger I've had around this local area for sure. It's got a lot of qualities to that burger, I can tell you that. All right, so after that second bite, I got a really good taste of what it's all about. The bun was buttered, definitely put on the grill. You definitely have the condiments that were awesome, very crisp, lettuce, crunchy bite. Obviously, the burger was super good in quality. Beef was well cooked. It was hot. Very, very satisfied with that burger. All right, guys, so the fries. Check this out. It's fries. Crispy, crunchy. Perfect. Well cooked. Well cooked. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, so back to the lab. That was a good burger. So I have nothing bad to say about the Village Hideaway. I'm not kidding. The service was amazing. The food was warm. The fries were crispy. They gave me a ranch was out of this world. They gave me this ranch, and I was like, it's thick. It's that taste of everybody knows when it's a good ranch, right? So, in the burger, okay, that's what we're gonna talk about is the burger. So I'm gonna go back to the lab. We're gonna head back to the studio, and then I will score this burger. But man, Village Hideaway, it's a good start. All right, guys, so welcome back to the lab, the studio. I'm back here just absorbing that great meal, great burger. Can't really ask too much out of a small town place like that. Village Hideaway. Let's get to the scoring. So I've thought about it, how I'm going to score these burgers, right? Like to make it out of 10 for each category, add up the points, and then obviously divide it by 4 and come up with a total average out of 10 for each burger spot. So now everybody remember, you're going to have your own opinions and how you grade your burgers, right? For me, I'm all about quality, portion size for what you get, about condiments like being fresh, making sure that there's not wilty lettuce and things like that. And obviously the overall presentation. When you get it to the table, you want it to be presentable, right? I've had burgers come there where, when they did smash burgers where they scraped it and it didn't look good. It wasn't appealing to me at all. So we've all had experiences, but Village Hideaway, Vicksburg, Michigan, excellent service, friendly, really nice place. You guys got to come over to Vicksburg. Check out, there's lots of different spots. I'll show you those. I've already showed you those through the video in the beginning and the end after I ate. So there's lots of things to do at Vicksburg, Michigan. It's a very tiny, small town, good community that obviously has a great burger place. So let's get to the scoring. So the bun, it was overall good. It was soft. It was grilled, but it was a little bit mushy. But out of fairness to them, there was a lot of condiments on there too. So the burger was so juicy, even though it was cooked probably a little bit above, probably more medium well. It had so much juice on it, and that's what made the burger bun soggy. But I rated it an 8.5 out of 10. The condiments were fresh. They were good. 8.8. Burger patty was big. It was a half pound for the $12.50 that you paid. It was good value. I rated that a 8.9. And then overall presentation was a 9. So they scored out of 10 an 8.8. Very good score. Great burger. Now, my theory is if it's an 8.5 or higher, I'm going back. Now, because it's so close, I'm going back. You know, it's a good burger. A lot to do. They do have a lot of different events that go on, definitely during the summer, fall. So check out Vicksburg. Check out their establishment. They have tons of food on their menu too. Like their menu was pretty big. And I wish I could have had a beer. I have other things to do today, but today was about the burger. 8.8 out of 10. That is a solid score. If you're in the 8s or 9s, you're in the contender area. So especially being high 8s. What a great start to our new series of finding the best burgers in Michigan. So we're going to be checking out these towns, these taverns, these restaurants, these bars. Thank you so much for your continued comments and threads. Watch along on my channel. Subscribe. Hit the like button, and we'll continue to wander the mitten, looking for the best burgers in Michigan. Now, at the end, my goal is to come up with my top 10 and then my overall best burger. So if you make honorable mention and you're up there, we're still going to check you out. We're still going to put a video out about your establishment, and we're obviously going to check you guys out throughout the mitten. So we're going to try to do as many as we can, but obviously I can't do 110 burger reviews. I'd be here for a year plus, and then my cholesterol will be maxed out. Can't do it. So I'm going to do the best I can. Thank you so much for Village Hideaway for allowing me to film, to be in your establishment. I saw the owner. I didn't get a chance to actually say anything other than just saw her there. They have a great restaurant. What a great community, and a good burger. So guys, as we continue to wander, we are going to be also doing Route 66 next weekend. We're going to be checking out the state of Illinois. So we're going to wander from Michigan or Chicago on that route all the way down to St. Louis. We're going to eat our way at the best restaurants that Illinois has to offer on Route 66. And then we're going to obviously continue on with our Michigan best burgers in Michigan review. So that does it for the review. Sorry for the overwhelmingly long video, but I wanted to kind of get everything established with this burger series of how we're going to find the best burgers in Michigan. So wandering we will go. I'm going to continue to wander, and I want you guys to do the same. Have a good weekend. Happy Super Bowl Sunday coming up. All right. Take care now.